Hello everyone, my name is Salma Nurul Azizah from Group 5, and now in this opportunity I want to explain about sense, reference, and modality. The first is sense. Sense deal with relationship inside the language. Sense is something which doesn't have any physical existence. Sense as the factor that makes us understand the expression and which we can use to refer to a particular individual at any given time. As I say, the sense of a part of language is its place in a system of semantics relationship with other expression in the language. And the purpose of the statement above, sense as a factor that make we understand the expression, refers to a specific individual. As Huford say that the sense of an expression is an abstraction, but it is helpful to note that it in this abstraction that can be entertained in the mind of the language user. When a person understands fully what is said to him, it is reasonable to say that he grasps the sense of the expression he hears. Thus, it is clear that sense is something abstract and lies in the mind of the language user. If a person can fully understand what other people are saying to him, it means he can grasp the sense of heard. In some cases, like sentences have different sense. The example, the chicken is ready to eat. The second, the chicken is ready to be eaten. And the third is the chicken is ready to eat something. The three example here is have the different meaning, right? And it can call have different sense. Next is a reference. Reference, a noun phrase in an utterance may or may not have a corresponding entity in the real. Reference concern the ability of linguistic expression to refer to real-world entities. In talking of a reference, we deal with the relationship between language and the word. By means of reference, speakers indicate which thing in the word, including person, are being talked about. Huford 2007. That is, talking about reference means talking about relationship between language expression and to whatever they refer to. For example, the sentence I read a new biography of James Joyce last weekend. If someone say I read a new biography of James Joyce last weekend, the expression I and a new biography of James Joyce refers to real-world entities. Next, the sentence I'd like to find a short biography of James Joyce. By contrast, if someone say I'd like to find a short biography of James Joyce, there is in the speaker mind a real-world entity corresponding to I, but not to a short biography of James Joyce. A short biography of James Joyce might exist, but in this sentence the speaker doesn't have in mind a real-world entity to which the expression refers. So another example, if I say to you, watch out for the dog, but the dog is in front of you. So the animal dog is referent, and what I say, the dog, it is reference, not the sense again. If you just imagine the dog and the dog is not here, and you think about dog, it's called sense. But if the dog is here, you can see the dog, it is called reference. Next is the relationship between reference and sense. Reference is concrete. It can be provided by the thing in the real world and only one step to prove it. Sense is abstract. It doesn't have a real object and we have to imagine and compare to our experience. Third is modality. Modality or mood is a category through which speaker can convey their attitude toward the truth or reliability of the assertion, called epistemic modality, or expression obligation, permission, or suggestion, called deontic modality. Next, the first is epistemic modality. You can see the example of sentence. The first example, she has probably left town by now. It is probability. And she has left town by now. It is assertion. Why? The first sentence is probability and the second is assertion, because in the first sentence we can find the word probably and it is the probability. The next sentence, Harry must have been very tall when he was young. It is conjecture, and Harry was very tall when he was young. It is assertion. Why? The first sentence is conjecture because there are word must have been. So the third example, they may come to the party. It is possibility, and they are coming to the party. It is assertion. The difference is in the first sentence you can find the word may. Okay, and the next is deontic modality. You can see the example. He must come tomorrow. It is command, and he is coming tomorrow. It is statement. Why? The first one is command because there are word must. And another example, they may take the dish away. It is permission, and they are taking the dish away. It is statement. The difference, the sentence, the word that make difference here is may. Okay, so we can conclude that the difference between epistemic modality and deontic modality is epistemic is about understanding or knowledge, but deontic modality is about will, permission, or obligation. Epistemic is possibility based, and deontic is necessity based or obligation based. And epistemic modality, it is concerned with truth, belief, and knowledge, but deontic modality, it is concerned with action. Now you can understand what the difference between epistemic modality and deontic modality. So this.
Hello, I'm Syifa Nazla Zahrannada. In this video focuses on tense and aspect, what they are and how to use them. Tenses are what make verbs indicate time, whether an action happened in past, future, and present. Tense come in aspect, simple continuous, which is sometimes called progressive, perfect, and perfect continuous or perfect progressive. Depending on whether they refer to action that are stable in progress, already complete, or expecting an outcome. The simple aspect is used for action that are unchanging, straightforward facts or truth, whether this exists in the present, past, or future. Note that the future tense requires the auxiliary or helping verb will. The continuous aspect indicates an action that is was or will be ongoing. The continuous aspect requires a form of the verb to be, as well as the ing form of the verb. Note that is auxiliary verbs to be that change tense while the main verb remains in its ing or present participle form. The perfect aspect indicates that an action incomplete or leading towards an outcome. The perfect aspect is made up of the verb to have and the past participle of the main verb. In the case of regular verbs, this means the form that ends in "-ed". Again, The auxiliary verb is the one that changes tense and indicates whether an action is completed in the present, the past, or the future. The perfect continuous combines the previous two aspects. It is formed using the aspect form out of the verb to be in either the past, present, and or future tense, and adding the present participle or ing form of the main verb. The perfect continuous indicates an ongoing action that is almost complete or leading toward an outcome. There we go. H10 has four potential aspects: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Okay, that's all about tense and aspect. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Syi'ta Anni Marhamah, and the last material is subordination. And subordination show the relationship between ideas of unequal range. Subordination makes one idea more important than the other, makes the dependent clause support the independent clause. And it is possible for a sentence to have more than one. Is an example: the cat which is lying on the mat loves dog. The example consists of main clause and is the cat loves dog, and a subordination clause which is lying on the mat. Then is more accurately describe a shorthand for clause rather than for sentence. A clause may exist alone or it may join up with other clause. One way of joining clause together is to subordinate one to other. And the example, the cat is mad and the cat loves dog. Alternatively, we can join the clause together to form one sentence as we said above. One way to do this is to subordinate one clause to other, become the cat that is mad love dogs. And the cat that is mad loves dog. The cat loves dog become the main clause. That is mad is the subordinate clause introduced by a subordinator, the relative that pronoun. These two clauses do not carry equal weight or importance. The subordinate clause is often less important than the main clause. And next, you can see clearly from its position on the tree that sentence 2 is rather than the hierarchy than sentence 1. In other words, sentence 2 is dominated by sentence 1 and therefore subordinate to it. And the next is 3 reasons to subordinate. The first, to track ideas unfolding. The second, to show specific relationship among ideas. And last, to stress one idea over another. Subordinates can give writing and speech crypt logis, coherent and unity. And the next is step 2, subordinating idea. Decide which idea or clause is the most important. It will be the information the writer wants to emphasize most in the reader mind, and designate this idea as the main clause and select the subordination conjunction that best express the relationship between the main clause and the dependent clause, and arrange the clause to achieve logic, coherent, rhythm, and poise. And the last example is, the sky became a brightening gray, the mood was ominous. As the sky became a brightening gray, the mood became ominous. It is focused on a mood. And as the mood became ominous, the sky became a brightening gray. It is focused on the sky. Okay, thank you.